and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster, which opens next year in 2026. Look at this monster, it looks amazing. On the right, you'll see movie posters. These are just a few examples of the thousands of movies we have made in the past 111 years. Our history actually started in 1912 when our founder, Carl Laemmle, brought his company to Southern California. On March 15, 1915, he opened our doors to the public to watch movie making firsthand, and the rest is history. Universal City was founded with and still has its own fire station. So on the right, you're gonna see our own fire station. We got some amazing firefighters here. Let's see if we can spot them. Sometimes we see them working outside, sometimes. You know, I don't see them, but I know they are working in there somewhere. Let's see where the tour will take us today. Let's start by entering the front lot, which houses the majority of offices, sound and editing facilities, and the majority of our 36 sound stages. The first sound stage you're going to see is the largest and the most historic sound stage on the lot. That is sound stage 12, which is coming up on the left-hand side. It was constructed in 1928 and is almost 30,000 square feet. So some of the largest sets have been constructed inside this sound stage, including these on your screens. Stage 12 is huge. Look at the stage, it's giant. We are now driving in between the theme park and the studio. On the right hand side coming up, you'll see Super Nintendo World, home to Mario and Luigi, the stars of our biggest movie in 2023, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. In the 1960s and 70s, this is where guests used to be able to step into the office of Oscar-winning costume designer Edith Head or drive through the prop warehouse on the tram. By the 1980s, this was the home to the preview center. Now on the left, you can see more of our sound stages. Coming up on our left, you'll see stages 7 and 8. Bel Air has been using these two sound stages. Bel Air is the dramatic reimagining of the 90s sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Season 1, 2, and 3 are now available on Peacock. They just wrapped season 4, which is gonna be the final season. Before Bel Air moved in, these two sound stages were home to Hacks, which is a Universal Television production on HBO Max, starring the Emmy, Golden Globe, and SAG award-winning actor Gene Smart. Bel Air uses one more sound stage, that is sound stage 14, which is coming up. It is pretty common for a production to use several sound stages. Universal is home to so many TV shows. Our television history goes back 86 years with the transmission of the opening day ceremony of the 1939 New York World's Fair, marking our first broadcast. Since then, we have produced and televised some of the most popular and the longest running shows on network television. You may have seen a few. Launch of our streaming platform Peacock in 2020, our television landscape continues to expand. Speaking of Peacock, the Academy Award-winning Best Picture Oppenheimer is now showing on Peacock. Coming up on our right, you'll see stages 18 and 19, a brand new series from the universe of The Office, The Paper, starring Donald Gleason, filmed inside these two stages. Currently, these two stages are home to the 5-star weekend. Before they can actually film inside a sound stage, there's a pre-production phase, which includes scripting, casting, and budgeting. The production bungalows coming up on the left-hand side behind it are where top writers, producers, and directors come together to develop new ideas and get script into shape. A long time ago, these bungalows were dressing rooms for A-list stars such as Rock Hudson, Dorsey, and Jimmy Stewart. Now they house production offices for movies and TV shows. Some really high-profile companies are right here. Mark Platt Productions are here, which produce the Wicked musical. The film version of Wicked has been in development since 2004 and has since cast Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande in the 2 lead roles. Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good, comes out later this year. I can't wait. So exciting. Coming up on our left, you'll see one of the most iconic bungalows on the lot. That is Bungalow 5195. It belonged to the incomparable Alfred Hitchcock, who directed such legendary work as The Birds, Psycho, and Vertigo. Bungalow 5195. You see the number 5195 right next to the front entrance. Right here, the bungalow is so iconic. Now coming up on our left, you'll see stages 25 and 26. These are our newer sound stages. Lopez versus Lopez, starring George Lopez and his real-life daughter, Mayan Lopez, was using stage 25. Our hit comedy, St. Dennis Medical, is now using both stages. We are about done with the front lot. We're taking you to the back lot where the world is just around the corner. We filmed the big stuff out here, exterior scenes on a grand scale. This area behind the city skyline is our metropolitan area. Most of the buildings here are facades, meaning they are just the fronts and sides of buildings. So I mentioned just now, St. Dennis Medical is now using stage 26, which is on our left, where their interior sets are built. You can see their interior sets on your screens right now. So the show has dressed parts of our metro sets to look like medical facilities. So on the right, you'll see the entrance to the ER. So on the right, you're gonna see their exterior sets. The show is set in Oregon. So you can see Oregon right here on the lot in California. So convenient. So you can see their interior sets right now, and you can see their exterior sets on our right. And you can see the interior sets on your screens. With some sound on, actually. From one of our newest sets to our most iconic, next stop is Courthouse Square, which you'll most likely recognize as Hill Valley from Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox and Leo Thompson. Here is star Christopher Lloyd and one of the producers, writers, and creators of Back to the Future, Bob Gale, to tell you about it.
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climate of Back to the Future.
I had seen the front cover on that lead. The lead felt that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the lead, and I already had vertigo. I just thought there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. The facade on the left looks nothing like the clock tower in Back to the Future. Well, that's because Courthouse Square became so recognizable after Back to the Future. Filmmakers altered its appearance for their productions over time. So the clock tower is actually still here. It is just sitting behind the facade we are looking at right now. So we are looking at 2 layers of facades. That's right, the clock tower is a facade, just the front, nothing in the back. I'm so sorry, it's not real. So currently this location is dressed for Ted. So I played this clip earlier. I'm gonna play it again, and I'm gonna pause it, okay, so you guys can see very clearly. I'm gonna pause it right here. Can you guys see Courthouse Square on your screen right now? Yeah, so I'm gonna pause it again. Hold on one second, okay? I'm gonna pause it one more time. I'm gonna pause it right here. So you're looking at Ted's High School from the show right here. They filmed right here at this location, Courthouse Square.
House and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day using exterior sets and facades that you're about to see on the tour.
To New York streets. So the streets we are about to cross is New York streets. The streets is so beautiful. It is very classy looking. I just love the streets. New York streets is our longest continuous sets. You know who is really familiar with New York? Our co-host, Jimmy Fallon. Hey, Jimmy, again.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro set.
That's right, Jimmy's right.
If you make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
So these streets look really empty right now, but we can dress them, meaning we can add cars, parking meters, traffic lights, storefront signage. We can paint over the buildings. We can change the color of these buildings. A lot of movies, TV shows, commercials, reality competitions like American Ninja Warrior and music videos have all filmed at this location. Billie Eilish was here, Pink was here, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Blackpink, Jisoo have all worked here at this location. So we're gonna say goodbye to our Metro sets. The creative design of our Metro sets was supervised by none other than Steven Spielberg. Over the years, Universal has collaborated with some amazing directors. Peter Jackson is another one of them.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
Oh, King Kong is awesome. You guys are gonna love it. This is getting exciting. I hope you guys are ready to visit the Skull Island. Adventure awaits us. So please remain seated and hold on. Oh, it is getting spooky. Woo. Oh, we are heading in. It is time to put those 3D glasses on. Everybody sit tight. It's gonna shake quite a bit, but it's gonna be so much fun. I wanna hear laughter. I wanna hear swimming. The louder the better.